Looking for the best Android phones to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get started. Number 1. Google Pixel 10a. Google may not have changed much with the Pixel 10a, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends. Over last year's Pixel 9a, it has the same Tensor G4 processor, battery capacity, and dual camera system, but it remains one of the best smartphones you can buy for the money, particularly in the US, where there are fewer mid-range options. Performance is great, the battery comfortably lasts a full day with average use. You may need to top up in the afternoon if you're a heavy user, and the 120Hz 6.3-inch screen is bright, sharp, and colorful. The dual camera system, which offers a main 48MP sensor and a 13MP ultra-wide, delivers excellent results in various lighting conditions, and there's a decent 13MP selfie shooter. It also has the niceties you want, like an IP68 water resistance rating and 7 years of software updates. So what exactly is different from its predecessor? The screen has higher brightness, making it even easier to read in sunny conditions. The glass that protects the display has been upgraded to Gorilla Glass 7i, so it should better handle scratches and accidental drops. There's satellite SOS to reach emergency services even without a cell signal, and the Pixel 10a supports faster wired and wireless charging speeds. However, unlike the Pixel 10 series below, this phone does not use the Pixel Snap Qi2 magnetic charging system, which is a shame. There are also a few software features available here that aren't yet on the Pixel 9a, like Auto Best Take and Camera Coach, plus the ability to send files and photos to iPhones through Google's Quick Share to AirDrop feature. Oh, and there is no longer a plastic ring around the camera module, making the back even flatter, great for anyone who hates thick camera bumps. Supposedly, the battery is slightly easier to replace, which is good to know if that's something that needs to be addressed a few years down the road. Number 2. Google Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, and Pixel 10 Pro XL. Google's Pixel 10 series, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, is an excellent collection of versatile phones with smart features you'll find helpful in your day-to-day. They're a leg up over the Pixel 10a, with a more powerful processor, better, and more cameras, and they're the first flagship Android phones with native Qi2 wireless charging support, meaning you can use a wealth of MagSafe accessories. There are 3 devices in the lineup, all powered by the Tensor G5 chipset, which shows a considerable processing boost over the G4 in the Pixel 9 series and Pixel 10a. The Pixel 10 is a significantly better value than its predecessor and a worthwhile consideration if you're looking for a bit more than what the Pixel 10a offers. There's a 5x optical zoom camera, a rarity at this $799 price, and while the main and ultra-wide cameras are similar to the Pixel 10a, there's an improved image processing pipeline that'll deliver better results. Plus, the front camera has autofocus, so selfies are sharper. The speaker is louder, too. Overall, it's one of the best phones you can buy under $800. The Pixel 10 Pro and Pixel 10 Pro XL step things up with more RAM, displays that can go from 1 to 120 Hz, and a new Zone UFS 4 storage standard for faster app load times and a prolonged lifespan. They have a vapor chamber cooling system for better sustained performance under load. The camera sensors are larger than the Pixel 10, so they deliver sharper, brighter images, and they exclusively feature Pro Residential Zoom, which uses generative AI to fill in the gaps of hyper-zoomed-in images for stunning results. The Pro XL model has even louder speakers than before, and it's the only one of the lot to support Qi2 25W, which will recharge the phone faster than standard Qi2, provided you use the right wireless charger. Number 3. Samsung Galaxy S26, S26 Plus, and S26 Ultra. If you want top-of-the-line performance from your smartphone, maybe you play a lot of demanding mobile games, then I suggest sticking with the smartphone stalwart, Samsung. The Galaxy S26 and Galaxy S26 Plus, 7 out of 10, Wired recommends, are the base models that largely differ in screen size and battery life. There are some minor differences, like faster charging and 5G mmWave support on the S26 Plus. The Galaxy S26 Ultra, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, is the crown jewel, and this year its sparkling feature is the new privacy display. This is a hardware-level change exclusive to the Ultra that lets you hide the content on your screen from the people around you, just like a traditional third-party privacy screen protector. It's fairly effective with no major hit to brightness or image clarity, and there's a max privacy mode that makes it even tougher for neighbors to sneak a glance. You can set it to turn on automatically for incoming notifications or specific apps, which is more helpful than you'd expect. Performance is excellent, especially with demanding games. These Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 equipped phones satisfy, even more so than the Pixel 10 series. The Ultra's higher price means you also get extras like the integrated S Pen stylus, better thermals, wider apertures on a few of the cameras for brighter images, and an additional 5x optical zoom camera. Yep, it has a quad camera system. It also recharges the fastest with a compatible 60-watt charger, hitting 75% in 30 minutes. Disappointingly, unlike the Pixel 10 series, you still need a magnetic case to take advantage of faster Qi 2 wireless charging speeds and magnetic accessories. Number 4. OnePlus 15 and OnePlus 15R. If you're tired of your phone's crappy battery life, the OnePlus 15, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, and OnePlus 15R are the battery kings of flagship smartphones right now. They have some of the biggest battery capacities we've seen on a phone in the US, 7,300 and 7,400 mAh, respectively, thanks to silicon-carbon battery technology, allowing them to easily last 2 full days on a single charge with average use. What makes this even better is that you can recharge it incredibly fast with the included proprietary USB-C charger and 80-watt adapter. My OnePlus 15 unit went from 15 to 50% in just 15 minutes, and hit 80% in 30 minutes. The phones have fresh designs compared to previous OnePlus phones. It's worth noting that only the Sandstorm and Ultraviolet colors on the OnePlus 15 come with faster RAM. Of these, only the Sandstorm has a micro-arc oxidation finish that apparently makes the phone a little more durable. Word of warning, the Sandstorm model I tested feels slippery, so I recommend using a grippy case. Good thing that performance matches the price. The OnePlus 15 is one of the first smartphones equipped with Qualcomm's top-end Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset, whereas the OnePlus 15R employs the slightly lesser but still powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 5. The former crushed benchmark scores. I was able to max out the graphics on the very demanding Genshin Impact mobile game, and the OnePlus 15 had no trouble running it at a smooth 60 frames per second. This is a game that still gives some flagship phones trouble. The OnePlus didn't get annoyingly hot either. I had no performance issues at all on the OnePlus 15R, and you can totally still play a game like Genshin Impact, but you'll have to knock down some of the graphics settings to keep it running smoothly. I want to point out that while OnePlus advertises a 165Hz refresh rate for these phones, you're only really going to get that in select games. Most of the time, the phone will hover around 120Hz, depending on what's happening on the screen. Number 5. Motorola Moto G Power 2026. If you can wait, I suggest holding out for the upcoming Moto G Stylus 2026. It'll be slightly higher priced, but performance will be even smoother, the cameras will be better, and you'll get an integrated stylus, if you care. But if you need a pretty cheap, reliable smartphone right now, I think the Moto G Power 2026 is the best on the market. Motorola removed a feature from this phone's predecessor. There's no wireless charging anymore. Instead, the 32MP selfie camera has been upgraded, and there's a larger battery capacity. It makes sense then that battery life is the highlight. With average use, I squeezed 2 full days out of this phone. While the processor is the same MediaTek Dimensity 6300 with 8GB of RAM as the 2025 model, performance feels more optimized and smoother. You'll still see some slowness here and there, but it's far more manageable. You also get nice amenities, like an IP68/69 water resistance rating, NFC for contactless payments, a microSD card slot to expand storage, and even a headphone jack. The camera system is passable, and you'll only get 2 Android OS upgrades and 3 years of security updates. That's a shame, but it's better than what Motorola has offered in the past.